I had to stop talking to her. She's just an old friend. There's several old friends in the room. Thank you for coming out. So my name is Laura Hicks. I live here in Belchertown. I've been here forever since my grandfather bought a farm here in 1903. Paul Adsma, the building inspector, is my brother. Grace Adsma, who is working with the Farm Commission, is the one who played all the fabulous records back when I was a little kid. She's 5 years older than me, so I have to thank my sister for playing all these wonderful songs. So thank you for coming out tonight. This is a program about women of the 70s. So I'm going to tell you what my criteria is, and that is, number one, they have to be songs that I know. Just give me a second. My machine is being a little fun here. Yes, it's important that you know the song. Second of all, it has to be in a key that I can sing, because I'm an alto. And some of those ladies, it's really high notes, no, I'm not going to hit. So that's two. This program is sponsored by the Mass Cultural Council. The local Belchertown Cultural Council gave the grant for this program to go on tonight. So I thank them and appreciate them for doing that. I don't mind if you film a song while I'm singing, if it's one of your favorites. Just don't go on your phone while I'm singing, and I'll tell you why. I did this program for the Long Meadow Library a year and a half ago. I was talking about one of the singers and about when she was born, and somebody went on their phone and they went, "She died today." Oh. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Okay. And I do hope you sing along, because that's the whole point. We're here because we love this music, right? Right. Okay, so the problem is that I just know a lot about these people, and I tend to talk too much about them, so I don't get to sing. So I'm going to try to talk a little bit fast and not too much, so we can get to the song. So first up is Miss Joan Baez. Joan Baez, 1941. She was born in Staten Island, New York, and raised in a Quaker home. So she said she still practices meditation and silence. When she was a little girl, she would draw upside down and write backwards. That's not a problem for us homeschoolers, because we let our kids do anything, right? But she just had an incredible mind. And her family was in San Francisco a while, then they ended up in Boston. At 16, she went to a Pete Seeger concert, and that changed everything. So her first job was playing guitar on Tuesday nights at Club 47 in Boston. In 59, she played at the Newport Folk Festival. In 60, she had her first album. Mid-60s, she met that other guy, Bob Dylan. Of course, he had an effect on her too. She says, "It is easy for me to sing in front of thousands of people, but if you're one person in the room with me, I'm very nervous." Oh, isn't that interesting insight? She said her voice is a gift, and she paints portraits. Now that she's retired from singing, go online. Paul Simon, Willie Nelson, they're gorgeous, gorgeous portraits. She has the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Grammys and is a Kennedy Center honoree. So I'm going to pick one of her songs that I enjoy singing, and it's called "The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down." Virgil Kane is my name, and I rode on the Denver train till Stonewall's cavalry came and tore up the tracks again. It was winter '65. We were hungry, just barely alive. I took the train to Richmond, and there was a time I remember oh so well. The night they drove old Dixie down, all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went la 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 la. my wife in Tennessee. One day she called to me. Virgil, quick, come see. There goes a mother in me. Now I don't mind chocolate, and I don't care if the money's no good. Just take what you need and leave the rest. They never should have taken the very best. The night they drove old Dixie down, all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing there. La 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 la, la 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 la. Like my father before me, I'm a working man. Like my brother before me, I took the rebel stand. He was just 18, proud and brave, till the Yankee led him in his way. I swear by the blood below my feet, he can't raise and came back up when he's in defeat. The night they drove old Dixie down, all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing, they went la 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 la. I should have just gave you guys the mic. You would have finished that one pretty easily. Thank you. My first public solo was actually across the parking lot, because back in the day, that was our 5th and 6th grade building. And my first solo was the third verse of My Country 'Tis of Thee. Just threw that in. Next lady is Ellen Naomi Cohen. Ellen Naomi was born in September of '41 in Baltimore, Maryland. She wanted to be an actress and moved to New York City, where she worked for a Jewish newspaper writing about bar mitzvahs, obituaries, and weddings. And then the folk music scene started growing in New York, and she became a part of it. So she started a group called Cass Elliot and the Big Three. Yes, Mama Cass. The Mamas and the Papas. The Mamas and the Papas were only 65, 66, 67, 68. That's it! And yet they had such a big influence on music. And Cass Elliot said, think about it. It was the first time that men and women were up front singing together. Like in past years, you'd have Gladys Knight and the Pips. Gladys is in front, the Pips, along with her brother, are in the back. But in this case, they were all in front together. Cass Elliot, if you watch any of her videos on YouTube, extremely intelligent woman, extremely intelligent. She had a solo career both in the US and in England. She had TV specials, and unfortunately she died in 1974. Now, I remember this. We were told that she died, that she choked on something. Am I correct? Did you know that too? Not true. She died of a heart attack. But her manager, they didn't know right away. And her manager was concerned because rock singers and rock players were dying from drug overdose. Janis Joplin and the guitar player. Jim Hendrix. So his manager didn't want people to think that she overdosed, so he put out that she choked on some food, but it was a heart attack. She won a Grammy Award and was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with the Mamas and the Papas. Now, this song that she made popular was certainly not a new song. It had been made famous by Dinah Shore years ago, but she put her own spin on it, and the song is Dream a Little Dream. Birds sing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of you. Say night, night, kiss me. Just hold me tight, tell me you miss me. While I'm alone and blue, I simply dream a little dream of you. Stars fading, but I'm here, oh dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till you're here, just stay here. Sweet dreams till sunbeams fly. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. La, 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 la. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till you're dear, just staying with me. Sweet dreams till sunbeams fight. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, never dream a little dream of me. Now remember, this is the 70s, so a lot of the songs were faded out, right? Faded out. Back in the day, that's what we lived through. All right, next up we have, this lady can sing. Linda Ronstadt. Oh my gosh! Linda was born 1946 in Tucson, Arizona on a ranch. She had the wonderful privilege of having all kinds of music played in her living room when she was very young. Her family was so musical, and they had an extensive record collection, and they listened to the radio. And Linda said that by the time she was 10, she had heard mariachi and rock and roll and opera. As a matter of fact, she said she learned more about singing rock and roll from listening to Maria Callas, opera singer, than if she had just listened to rock and roll singers. Pretty amazing, huh? Yes, and her mother would play the Pirates of Penzance and other musical too. So she just had all this music in her head. In '64, she did one semester at the University of Arizona, and then took off for Los Angeles, where she started singing background music for a guy named Neil Young. I think her name is on one of the albums, but she did sing for him. She says, in all her career, she would not listen to her own music because she always heard the mistakes. What mistakes? Oh my gosh. She was a perfectionist. So in 1980, Broadway was putting on the Pirates of Penzance. And they called her manager and said, can Linda Ronstadt do the lead role? So the manager goes up to Linda, and Linda says, oh no, I have to go down and audition. Well, you think the producers are gonna go, no, she can't come down and audition. So they're sitting in the chairs going, Linda Ronstadt's coming to audition. So she was on Broadway doing Pirates of Penzance. And then she did a mariachi album in Spanish, and it won all kinds of awards. Just unbelievable. You do know that in 2011 she had to retire for what I read it as supranuclear palsy, but I think her diagnosis has been even more specialized since then. And I hear that she can sing a little bit. There was a documentary on Netflix about her, and she was singing a little bit with her nephew at the end. Speaking of documentaries on Netflix, I'm sorry I'm digressing. It's on Netflix now. It's called Sunday Evening or Sunday something. It's senior moment. Ed Sullivan. It's about Ed Sullivan and how he would bring on all these acts from the Black community. And it's amazing to watch, so I recommend that. That was totally off the wall. Anyway, Linda Ronstadt, 11 Grammy Awards, 3 American Music Awards, 2 Academy of Country Music Awards, Emmy Award, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Kennedy Center honoree. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And she's another one. You listen to some of her old on YouTube, some of her interviews. Intelligent, smart, speaks clearly politically, interesting lady. All right, which song am I picking? Blue Bayou.
Although I think I remember that.
Guess what? I missed my entrance. Start it again. Feel so bad, I got a worry mind. I'm so lonesome all the time. Since I left my baby behind on the bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happier times on the bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to the bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on the bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat, if I could only see all the million sunrise through sleepy eyes, I'm happy at sea. Gonna see my baby and gonna be with some of my friends. Maybe I'll feel better again on the bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, searching till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happier times on the bayou. I'm going back someday, come one day to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat, if I could only see a million sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Yeah, I remember this is 1970.
Murray.
Morna and Murray. Yes, you're right. Her first name was Morna. Born in 1945, Springdale, Nova Scotia. Studied piano at age 6, and when she was a teenager, she would take the bus on Saturday afternoons to get voice lessons. She actually studied to be a phys ed teacher in college and taught phys ed in a public school for 1 year. My teacher was She then auditioned for and got in the sing-along Jubilee cast for CBS, and she became the first Canadian female to have a solo song in the United States. Now, she had a famous song called Snowbird. That was like her first big hit. All right, I'm going to read you a direct quote. The most significant thing about me in the 1970s was having a family. Snowbird, the song, took off, and I missed a lot. I was very naive to think I could have a full-fledged career and a family and do justice to both. Now that's honesty, right? Anne Murray did go on to have a singing career. She's won 4 Grammys, 3 Country Music Awards in the Country Music Hall of Fame, and she retired in 2008 after 40 years of singing. She said, 40 years is enough to do anything. Now, one other trivia, we have Grammy Awards. In Canada, they're called the Juno Awards. She won 26 Juno Awards, and nobody has caught up with her since the 1970s, so that's really cool. All right, folks, could I have this dance for the rest of my life? I'll always remember the song they would play the first time we danced, and I knew as we swayed to the music and held to each other, I fell in love with you. All right, choir, let's sing it. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Would you be my partner every night? 'Cause when we're together, it feels so right. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? I'll always remember that magic moment when I held you close to me. We moved together, I knew forever, you're all I ever need. Why don't you guys say it? I have this dance for the rest of my life. My partner every night. When we're together, it feels so right. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Would you be my partner? She said yes, right? Every night. We just got married. When we're together, we feel so right. that I have to say for the rest of my life. And that's Miss Van Murray. Now, the stipulation is that they had to have had a hit song in the 1970s. So this next song actually isn't from the 1970s, but when you have a long career, well, what do you say? Her name is Sally Clark, born in 1932 from England. You know her as Petula. Petula Clark. Grew up in Wales in a small stone house with no electricity, no running water, and the toilet was at the bottom of the hill. When she was 9, she started singing on the radio and was part of many radio performances for the troops. When she eventually started performing, she came to the United States. She had 15, in the late 60s, she had 15 consecutive top 40 hits. In 1968, she had her own TV special, and I'm going to tell you the scandalous thing she did on her TV show. Her guest was Henry Belafonte. She touched his arm. Yep, she did. During the early 70s, Petula had a hit on both sides of the Atlantic. She did movies, live theater, she even cut a country album and said she loved it. And I hadn't listened to her, but country with a British accent, that would be interesting. She's won 2 Grammy Awards and is in the Grammy Hall of Fame. She's sung songs in French, German, Spanish, Italian, and English. Now, as I said, this song was 1965, and you guys have a part, it's a one-word part, and it is the word downtown is correct. And get this, in 1965, this song was given a Grammy for Best Rock and Roll Recording. That's funny. Okay, so I know my music skipped a beat, so I'm going to run it again. It should go right. Picking you up for that. That's good. Okay, ready for your part. When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon lights are pretty. How can you lose? The lights so much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. You'll find your place for sure. Downtown, everything's waiting for you. Don't hang around and let your problems surround you. There are picture shows downtown. Look around and let your baby you know place that never close. Downtown, just listen to the rhythm of a gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them soon before the night is over. Happy again. The lights so much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown, where all the lights are bright. Downtown, waiting for you tonight. Downtown, you're gonna be alright now. Downtown. Music interlude, then we'll all say downtown. Ready? Downtown. Someone who is just like you, who needs a gentle hand to guide them along. So maybe I'll see you there. We can forget all our troubles, forget all our cares, and go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. You'll find a place to shore downtown. Everything's waiting for you. On with our next lady, Miss Joni Mitchell. Did any of you see her sing on the Grammys this past year? If you missed it, look it up on YouTube. It's amazing. Roberta Joan Mitchell was born in 1943 in Alberta, Canada. She contracted polio at age 9 and was hospitalized for weeks. The polio actually left her left hand a little bit weak, so when she eventually picked up a guitar for reading a Pete Seeger guitar book, she had to alter some of her fingerings because her fingers weren't strong enough to hit those chord spots. She was very interested in painting as a young person, and she briefly studied classical piano. One teacher encouraged her to write poetry, and of course that led to her songwriting. And if any of you have her first album, it is dedicated to that teacher. She taught the guitar. She played gigs as a folk musician, and she said, "I worked in a women's wear section of a downtown department store to pay the rent." She was so poor that when she got married as a young woman, she made her bride dress by hand and made the bridesmaids' dresses also. Joni Mitchell produced or co-produced most of her albums, and those paintings on those covers, Joni Mitchell paintings. She has 10 Grammy Awards. She's inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and she has received the Kennedy Center honor. Now this song, I always thought as a kid that it was called They Pay Paradise, but it's not. The actual name is Big Yellow Taxi. And at the end, she goes, way up high and way down low. I'm going to attempt it, but no guarantees. Oh, I'm looking up They Pay Paradise. It's Big Yellow Taxi. I just said that. Okay. Hey, paradise, put up a parking lot with a big hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Golden hours in the gold, don't know what you got till it's gone. Hey, paradise, put up a parking lot. Took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. Charging people $1.50 just to see us. Don't you know it's in the gold, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. Hey, paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away the DD tonight. Give me spots in the apples, we're keeping the birds and the leaves. Please, don't know it's in the gold, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Hey, paradise, put up a parking lot. Late last night, heard the screen door slam. Big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't know it's in the gold, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Hey, paradise, put up a parking lot. Don't know it's in the gold, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Our next singer was born in Hawaii. Do you guys know who a famous singer is that was born in Hawaii? Miss Bette Midler, that is correct. 1945, Honolulu, Hawaii. She majored in theater at the University of Hawaii, but she didn't stay. I think she was there like 3 semesters. She went off to New York City and landed in a role in this little musical production called Fiddler on the Roof. And you know the Who did that musical called Tommy? She was one of the first, she was in the first production of Tommy also. She loved the stage and she really wanted to be an actress. The problem was it didn't pay the bills. So she reverted to her second love, which was singing. And what Bette did is she brought theatrics to singing words. Think about it. People would just stand at a microphone and sing. And then Bette came along and starts moving around while she's singing. Gee, who am I copying tonight when I sing? I can't stand still either. Anyway, let's see. She was on the Johnny Carson show, young in her career, and his very last show, who did he bring back to sing? Bette Midler. Okay, she's an American singer, actress, comedian, author, 4 Golden Globe Awards, 3 Grammy Awards, 3 Emmy Awards, 2 Tony Awards, and Kennedy Center honoree. She sang beautifully after 9/11. I don't know if you guys saw that performance. But this is another song that I absolutely love, and the climate that we're in these days, I think this song is so appropriate. It's called From a Distance. From a distance, the world is blue and green, and the snow-capped mountains white. From a distance, the ocean meets the stream, and the eagle takes to flight. From a distance, there's harmony, and it echoes through the land. It's the voice of hope. It's the voice of peace. It's the voice of every man. From a distance, we all have enough, and no one is in need. There are no wants, no wrongs, and no disease, no hungry mouths to feed. From a distance, we are instruments marching in a common band, singing songs of hope, singing songs of peace. They're the songs of every man. God is watching us. God is watching us. God is watching us from a distance. like my friend, even though we are at war. From a distance, I just cannot comprehend what all this fighting's for. From a distance, there's harmony, and it echoes through the land. It's the hope of hopes, it's the love of loves, it's the song of every man. It's the hope of hopes, it's the love of lives. This is the song of every man. God is watching us, God is watching us, God is watching us from a distance. Oh, God is watching us, God is watching, God is watching us from a distance. I am skipping one for sake of time. If I have time to come back, I'll do it. I'm not telling who it was. Next up is Melanie Safka. She called herself Melanie. Melanie Safka was born in Queens, New York in 1947 and moved to New Jersey. Still don't know who she is? I gotta wear new roller skates. Okay, you know who she is. All right. She made her first singing appearance at age 4 on radio, and she also studied acting in New York, and she also started singing in clubs in Greenwich Village, and her dad wanted her to go to college. So you know what she did? She ran away to California. So, they put her in a young ladies detention hall, and she kind of got her life back together. Now listen, there was this little thing called Woodstock. There were 3 female soloists at Woodstock. One was Melanie. Guesses on the other 2? I already sang one of her songs. What'd you say?
Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin was one of them, and Joan Baez was one of them. I am not doing a Janis Joplin song. You know why? I'd have to swallow screws or something to get that voice. Woo! Anyway, in '71, she formed her own label, and that's when she got the hit Brand New Key. There is a video, I think it's on YouTube, that she is singing on the Ed Sullivan Show, and there's a whole bunch of audience members around her. And what happened is it was rehearsal, and somebody in the studio let the audience sit around her during rehearsal. And Ed Sullivan walked in and said, "Hey, that looks good, keep them." So there's some grandmothers now who can say to their grandchildren, "I was on stage with Melanie on the Ed Sullivan Show." She won an Emmy Award for writing the lyrics to "The First Time I Loved Forever," which is the theme song to the TV series Beauty and the Beast. And she's the one, I was doing the show on January 1, 2024, when the person in the audience said to me, "She died today." Oh. That good. Okay, so this is a fun song. By the way, she has professed that the song doesn't mean anything more than just a fun kid with roller skates and keys, okay? That's what she said. I ride my bicycle around your window last night. I roller skated to your door at daylight. You got something for me. Well, I'm kind of a pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I ride my bike on a roller skate. Don't drive no car. Don't go too fast, but I go pretty far. Oh, someone don't drive. I've been all around the world. Some people say I'm gonna rock for again. Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I asked your mother if you were at home. She said yes, but that you weren't alone. Oh, sometimes I think that you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you got something I need. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I think that we should get together and try on the sea. La 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 la. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You want a brand new key. Hey, young people today don't even know what that song means, right? What's a key in a roller skate? They wouldn't know. They just don't know. All right, next up is Judy Collins. So Judy Collins is still alive. She was born in '39, and she's still singing and doing interviews on TV. She did one recently. Her hair is short now. I'm like, no, you can't have short hair. Look at that beautiful puffy hair. At age 11, she spent 2 months in isolation because she too contracted polio. At age 13, she was a piano prodigy and was performing Mozart. And then she heard who? Pete Seeger, and fell in love with that kind of music. She eventually made her way to Greenwich Village in New York City. She's won a Grammy Award, and she's been nominated for an Academy Award as a documentary director. Now I'm rushing through her intro because I have a personal story. So this young lady, where'd you go? In the back row there. I used to babysit her daughter. And they actually took me to Hampton Beach for a week so I could babysit while you guys went out to dinner. While Judy Collins was playing at the casino, I was 16. You have to be 18. Now, don't ask me why Shirley had her birth certificate with her, but she had her birth certificate with her. And so I got dressed up as fancy as I could, and I walked up to the bouncer and I said, I'm 18, see? And he looked at me and he went, okay. So that's when I first got to hear her. And before COVID, Judy came to Symphony Hall. Now, I used to sing with the Springfield Symphony Orchestra Choir, so I know the building. I know the bowels of the building, I know the back ways of the building, and I know when they have a meet and greet in the mahogany room afterwards, that the famous people all come up the same door. So I plunked myself right in that door. Sure enough, up the stairs come Judy Collins. You know, she had that puffy hair. She stood in front of me, she was this tall, with the puffy hair. So I asked her this question. I said, you recorded Cats in the Cradle written by Harry Chapin. How did that come about? And she replied, they asked me to do it. Now, they didn't ask who's they, but she was asked to record that record. And then the most interesting thing happened. The mahogany room was packed with people who wanted to meet Judy Collins. So she's done talking to me, and she starts walking in the room, and she sees all the audience, all these people, and she goes, look at all these people. And I thought, you're Judy Collins! Of course there's all these people! Come on. So anyway, this song was actually written by Joni Mitchell. It was recorded by Judy Collins. And it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous song called Both Sides Now. rows and flows of angel hair. Ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, clouds got in my way. I looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds illusions I recall. Really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel as every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You keep them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. Really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds, I've looked at life that way. But now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed. Well, something's lost, something's gained in living every day. I looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. Really don't know love at all. I looked at life from both sides now, win and lose, still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. Really don't know love at all. At all. Alright, I'm looking at the time. If I rush a little bit, I'll get through these two songs, and then I'm going to beg your pardon for an encore that has nothing to do with the 1970s. Alright, this next song is Helen Reddy, born in 1941. Unfortunately, she's not with us anymore. She passed in 2020. She was born into a family of entertainers and was singing publicly at age 4. She was married, had a daughter, was divorced, and did a talent show in Australia, which she won. And the prize was a ticket to the United States and to have a discussion with a record company. She thought she would get a record deal. That did not happen. Matter of fact, again on Netflix, there's a Helen Reddy kind of, what would call it, drama biography. I haven't seen the whole thing, but the beginning showed that. So she moved to California with her daughter, and she just sang at every nightclub that she could, and eventually she did, after 5 years, become popular. And of course, she kind of rode right into that women's movement that was going on at that time. She did write the words to I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar. She did not write the words to You and Me Against the World, because everybody thought that was her and her daughter, but she didn't do that. She had her own TV special, and she retired from performing it in 2001. She did also win a Grammy Award. So ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have some fun singing Delta Dawn. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? She's 41 and Daddy still calls her baby. All the folks round Brownsville say she's crazy, 'cause she walks downtown with a suitcase in her hand, looking for a mysterious dark-haired man. In her younger days they called her Delta Dawn, prettiest girl that you ever laid eyes on. But a man of low degree came by her side, promised her he'd take her for his bride. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was leaving you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Okay, I'm gonna fade out because I have one more lady to do and I'm gonna run out of time. So we're just faded out Delta Dawn. Sorry, Helen. Okay. Stop playing. Thank you. Okay. Last lady I have for you today, and by the way, the one that I skipped was Rita Coolidge, and the song was We're All Alone. So play it on your playlist when you get home. All right, Carly Simon was born in 1943. She grew up in Bronx, New York. She had severe stuttering as a child, and music was therapy to help her to get through that. She said, I felt so strangulated talking that I did the natural thing, which was to write songs, because I could sing without stammering, as all stammerers can. Does anyone remember Mel Tillis? Yes, he was a stutterer, and yet when he sang those country songs. Anyway, from 63 to 69, Carly sang singing with a music group with her sister, Lucy, and they called themselves the Simon Sisters. She never wanted to be the lead person. As a matter of fact, She had, what would you call, strangling stage fright. She'd like be grabbing the walls before she went out to perform. She wanted to be a writer. In '93, she was commissioned by the Metropolitan Opera Association along with the Kennedy Center to record a contemporary opera that would appeal to young people. It's called Romulus Hunt. I haven't looked it up, but she did that. She has 2 Grammy Awards and 1 Oscar because she's the one who performed Let the River Run. She wrote that song for the movie Working Girl. She's most proud of being inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. She has also been an award winner for the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, and she's inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So, this is my final song of the 70s. I really hope you enjoyed it. And Cindy, if it's okay with you, if I can keep them a few minutes over, I'll tell you why when I get there. But for now, we're gonna have fun with You're So Vain. I heard she released the name of the guy, but I don't remember who it was. You walked into the party. I have to pause. Remember when we were kids, we didn't have the words to the music. We could only hear it from the radio. And even if you bought the album, you'd open up and you'd go, darn, the lyrics are inside. So you had to sneak into a music store and pretend you were interested in the songbook so you could read the words. So I never, ever, ever knew this line until a couple of years ago. You walked into the party like you were walking to a yacht. Your hat strategically dipped below one eye. Your scarf was apricot. Okay, I got that part. You had one eye in the mirror as you watched yourself gavotte. What the heck is a gavotte? It's a dance. I never knew that. Walking onto a yacht, your hat strategically dipped below one eye. Your scarf was apricot. You had one eye in the mirror as you watched yourself gallop, and all the girls dreamed that they'd be your partner, they'd be your partner, and you're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. Don't you? You had me 7 years ago when I was too quite naive. When you said we made such a pretty pair, and that you would never be. But you gave away the things you got. One of them was me. I had some dreams, there were clouds in my coffee. What does that mean? I don't know that one either. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. Don't you? Can you play this guitar solo? I had some dreams, there were clouds in my coffee, and you're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. you're the wife of a close friend, wife of a close friend, and you're so lame. You probably think this song is about you. You're so lame. I bet you think this song is about you. Don't you, don't you, don't you? You're so lame. You probably think this song is about you. You're so lame. You probably think the song is about you. You're so lame. Thank you, everybody. What did you want to say to me? Now, if that's all you want to hear, you are more than welcome to get up and leave, because that's what you paid for, right? Okay. But I am going to do one more thing for you. No, I'm going to do it for me, and you're doing something for me. So some of you know that I am, it's over here. I am your reigning Miss Massachusetts Senior America. It's legit, this is me, I won the pageant. And next month, I go to Atlantic City, the Tropicana Casino. I compete against 48 other states for the National Miss Senior America pageant. See, I even have a crown. Thank you very much. Okay. I get it for 1 year. So here's the good news. I obviously can sing decently, right? Here's the bad news. Half of the contestants are singers. And the judges are not going to put through 10 singers to the finals. So if you twirl a baton or play drums or dance, you have a better chance of getting through than I do. So I'm racking my brain going, okay, what am I going to do, what am I going to do? Aha, I know what I'm going to do. My son-in-law is a professional videographer, which means he also knows how to splice music. So I grabbed Benjamin and I said, Ben, I'm going to pick 6 snippets from 6 Broadway songs, and you're going to splice it into one production that is 2 minutes and 44 seconds long. Because if you go over 2 minutes and 45 seconds, you are penalized. So, I'm asking you, please let me practice my melody on you. Okay. 6 songs. There's no business like show business. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Anything goes. Do, re, mi. I dreamed a dream from Les Miserables. And I end really loud with The Impossible Dream. So, are you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hold on to your hats. Here we go. This is the end. I promise you get to go home after this. There's no encores after this. But thank you so much for coming out. I just had a blast. Thank you so much. Here we go. There's no business like show business. Let's go on with the show. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. Not in my bad days, my bad existence. I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking. Now heaven knows anything goes. When you speak, you begin with A, B, C. When you sing, you begin with Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. I dream a dream and I'm not looks like life couldn't be. as they tear your hopes apart, and they turn your dreams to shame. And the world will be better for this. That one man, scorned and covered in scars, stood strong with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable. Now you all have to come to the ladies and sit in the audience. Thank you, everybody. It's so much appreciated. Yeah.